Hi, I'm Charlotte with Freezer Meals 101 and welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. To be honest with you, it's kind of more like last week's What's for Dinner. I got a bit behind in the video editing because Christy and I were busy making those 150 freezer meals. I will put the link right there. But I just wanted to show you what we'd kind of made like the week leading up to those freezer meals, and then the first few of those meals that we tried. So we had the sausage tortellini skillet, which is just a really nice one because it's like an all-in-one dish. You've got your protein, your vegetables, your pasta, so your starches or carbs or whatever you want to call them, and super simple to whip up. We had beef dip, which is nice, easy crock pot one. We had the hash brown casserole that we had put sausage in the last time that we did freezer meals. When we had leftover sausage, just kind of invented like a hash brown casserole, like just easy. So we had that with eggs and bacon, kind of an omelet type thing and bacon. I really like breakfast for dinner. It's super easy and no one ever complains because all my family loves breakfast food. And then from the new freezer meals, we tried the sausage and cheese rigatoni. That's a recipe from Candy from Make Ahead Meal Mom. And it was amazing. I didn't even wait. Like we had it the day we were still making freezer meals. And it was as good as it sounded. It was so delicious. So highly recommend that one. And then we had the egg roll in a bowl, which is another new recipe. And I always get excited to try the new recipes, so we kind of have them right away. And that one had a bit too much salt, so the soy sauce was too heavy in it. So I adapted the recipe already and adjusted that recipe. And when I get that recipe written up in the adjusted recipe for that, I will put that in the description below. I'll put the links for the other ones in the description below so you can look those up. But they were pretty much all a hit. The egg roll in a bowl, like so much potential, so good. And it has your veggies and meat and like just everything all in there. So it's super easy. But again, we just had to tweak the recipe a little bit. So now that it's fixed, it is a really good one to try. That's this week's / last week's What's for Dinner. Because I was late getting this up, there might be 2 What's for Dinners going up this week. So I guess this is just a bonus week on that. Also, thank you guys. We hit 1,000 subscribers last week, so we're really excited about that. And so if you're liking what you see, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and that like button because that is just helping us reach more people and helping them get dinner under control in their house too. This sausage tortellini skillet that I kind of invented in that tortellini freezer meal video has quickly become a huge favorite around here. So I'm going to throw this into a large skillet, add some water, cover it, cook it. It doesn't take long, like 15 minutes, maybe 20. And then we'll serve it with some Parmesan or Asiago cheese on top, and of course, some spicy chili flakes. And that'll be it. As easy as that, it's ready to dish up. It is early morning here, and I'm just going to take this beef dip, throw it into the slow cooker, and we're just going to let that cook all day. It will be ready for us to make beef dip sandwiches when I get home tonight. So that is our beef dip. We're gonna serve that on top of buns. Normally I would do like hoagies or like nice buns, but today we're just gonna use leftover hamburger buns that we had from a barbecue on the weekend. And yeah, there's dinner. So that hash brown invention that Christy and I made with the leftover cooked Italian sausage that we had, basically it was like our regular hash brown casserole recipe. and all we added extra was the ground Italian sausage, or browned Italian sausage, and evaporated milk, a can of evaporated milk. So anyway, that's going in the oven for this, and then we'll be doing bacon and eggs. So pretty simple. Tonight we're going to try the egg roll in a bowl for the first time. So this is a brand new freezer meal. This last session that we made, all we need to do is fry this up in a skillet. That is it. Should be super simple. The sausage is already pre-cooked in there, so the cabbage will cook up in no time. It should be ready pretty quickly. So this has got our cabbage, carrots, onion, our seasonings, some soy sauce, some sesame oil, some olive oil, and the pork in there. So really, it's kind of an all-in-one. You could obviously serve it with other sides. Today, I gotta be honest, I am exhausted because just finished making 150 freezer meals this weekend with Christy. And so I pulled this out because I'm excited to try it since it's a new meal. And I'm not making any sides. This is all we're having for supper. That's it. And not all of the kids are home, so I can get away with something like this today. It's gonna be great. I decided I just couldn't wait for dinner. Plus, I didn't really have space in my fridge to store this because of all the prepped ingredients we have in there. So we baked one of these rigatonis, sausage and cheese rigatonis, for lunch. And it looks as delicious as it sounded. So we are going to dig in and we will give you our verdict. That rigatoni that we had for lunch.
Killer.
Yeah.
So good.
Amazing.
So good.
Thank you, Candy, for that recipe. And of course, I invite you to check out that video that Christy and I did of our 150 freezer meals. We were so tired afterwards, but it was worth every minute. Thanks for joining me today, and happy cooking.